First, I want to start by saying Kalalal, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of James Street Stone, and shalom to you, I came out there pushing the truth in sincerity. Quick lesson, you know what I mean? Here I have a video basically, Parliament basically discuss how to encourage Jamaicans, so-called Jamaicans, which are you Benjamites, of the tribe of Israel, to get a bank account, you know what I mean? And so you can basically start to use, these online activities where you can just online shopping, transaction and all these things, you know what I mean? Which is basically pushing to a digital society. Because if you're living under a rock or you're lost to what take place, let me let you know what take place. The world is going into a cashless society, into a digital society where them basically encourage less spending of cash, where you need to have an account so they can get a chip in the future for basically be a member of society. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna play the video. You know what I mean? Not really big, but just a little push. So let's play the video. I might be grab two scriptures. You know what I mean?
In the level of cashlessness in the Jamaica.
However, there's a challenge to that.
Let me say increase. Let's dry back. Let me dry back.
For us to right away move towards increasing the level of cashlessness.
Right away move towards increasing the level of cashlessness. So we need to do make a major push and jump for lessen cash in Jamaica, lessen the use of cash. So we're encouraging persons to basically get an account, get online, and do most of the shopping that way. Or even if you're going to stores, walk with less cash, do the swiping. You know what I mean? Alright?
In the Jamaica.
However, there's a challenge to that goal. Scores of Jamaicans are without a bank account. The figure is significant, and it came from a senator who is a titan of the private sector, Group CEO of Grace Kennedy, Don Webby.
80% of Jamaicans are unbanked or underserved by the banks. But when you do the research in terms of why, it is because the requirement to sign up a new account is so hard. And that is because of anti-money laundering.
This has implications.
Well, not really. Yes, it is hard to basically sign up for an account, you know what I mean? But that's not the real case why most Jamaicans don't sign up for an account, you know what I mean? And matter from experience. And most Jamaicans don't, so-called Jamaicans, don't put it that way, Benjamites, right? Most Jamaicans don't like the whole idea of doing the bank shit. One, we don't have the patience and time to sit down in a line or stand up in a line for your entire day just to get one simple thing done. People never like go ATM because of joining a long line. So the whole line idea, people don't even like that shit. You know what I mean? If you decide to go to the bank, it's like you're wasting an entire day just for the bank activities, which is why they might encourage online dealing. But a lot of Jamaicans are smart enough to know, remember, you know, a lot of people have Jamaicans as, or so-called Jamaicans as, if not the city of scamming or the country of scamming. You see me? So most people are aware of the situation where, look here, having an account, it's easy for a person hack your account online, you know what I mean? Whether there's so many ways for them hack it, you see me? And they just lose your money. So people know, they say, oh, having cash, yeah, a man can have it just the same, you know what I mean, or breaking it, but at least some have a chance if they can defend themselves if it come to that push. You know what I mean? How much person will literally come for you, come take your money if you don't make people know. But when you do things online, my man can snoop through your information online with ease. You know what I mean? What is the protection for people with online account, or people who are vulnerable to going into banks and swiping them cards, or swiping them cards in the different stores where people take them information and take off the money for them card. A lot of people are aware of this. And I mean, so some people that's not going to go on it. But we know that you people have a solution for all of these things, which is what the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. And I mean, because I got have on a system and it can track every single transaction. And I mean, every single transaction. And if I see them push it hard at this time, because I say, oh, immediately we need to get people less cash. So it's an urgent move behind this. I know they must say them need to do make it easier for people to get a bank account. So the only thing you need now is a TRN and your ID. Whoops, and you get an account. Simple, simple, simple. You know what I mean? Because you have to depend on the grid where you can get monitored and you can use society where you come. It's going to basically be an outcast. You know what I mean?
The matter recently came to the fore when the government sought to distribute COVID care packages. A snag was encountered.
As the brother Shapar mentioned, how convenient when it comes to giving people benefits, then them realize this crap. How convenient it is. It's just a game them nigga play, yo. Games. You know what I mean? So people need licky and want things now. Oh, I forgot to get this. No, it's not gonna be that dangerous if you get a bank account. Well, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can get a bank account. But guess what? The same trend will continue right down till I get the RFID chip. So you have to know when to draw the line, when to say yo, nope. Now I'm gonna further with this, yo. Right?
Care packages that we're giving out and people have to go to a location to pick up cash. What we need to do is to convert those care package beneficiaries to bank accounts. But if you're going to ask one of those care packages, those beneficiaries to sign up 5-6 rolls of paper, they're not going to do it. We need to simplify it for them to start a bank account.
Don Webby proposed a relaxation of what are deemed to be onerous requirements. He wants the process of opening an account to be simplified. As an example, those who want to open accounts that will have a maximum deposit of $100,000 should only be required to have a TRN and a national ID.
Alright, we're not going to further than that. Let me just read a quick precept. Right? This is Revelation 13 and again verse 16. Right? Can't stop reading it because that's the time. It have to come out every time we talk about something like this. This is where the leaders are heading. Right? It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So without the mark of the beast, without the RFID chip, you won't be able to do any transaction in the near future. Right? You won't have any money. You won't be recognized as with an identity. You won't have an identification, because that will be the new way to get everything done. It says, and his number is it says, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. And if you go deeper, you can just go to the words them, right, for show you exactly what it means. You see me? It's straight up the mark of the beast. Alright? Now let me just go ahead and read the next precept. This is Revelation 14 and verse 9. And it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So anybody take RFID chip, anybody will decide to walk with them blind leaders here down to that pit, guess what? You're going to be burned with thermonuclear destruction, or you're going to die in the war to come, which is World War III. So with that, I want to say Kalalal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors again to the apostles and elders of James Stone. To you all came out there, Shalom.